Good morning. It is a tad bit nippy out here this morning, I suspect, because of the rainfall last night. Hopefully it'll warm up and we will have a nice day. Okay, y'all. This morning I want to share my reflection about relationships and the need for balance. Okay, not just romantic, but all relationships. Well, mature adult relationships. Because when people are not starting at the same place, for example, parent-child relationships, that's different, right? Because as parents, we're responsible for creating and maintaining the balance, all while teaching our children how to do the same. But when it comes to adult relationships, romantic, friendship, peers, colleagues, or whatever, there needs to be a mutual level of respect in the relationship so there can be balance. And oftentimes we hear in romantic relationships 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. It's got to be 50-50. Well, what I have to say about that is 50 is half of 100, which means it's not whole. And how can we realistically and effectively function in any situation where we are not whole? I maintain we can't. And it's imperative to understand whatever type of relationship we are actively engaged in requires us to be whole if it's going to be healthy, okay? Whole is 100%, y'all. 50-50 tends to force us to keep score and tally sheets, and truthfully, there's no room for that in healthy relationships, because there may come a time when somebody in the relationship may not be able to give 100%, and the other party may have to give a little more temporarily. And it makes it easier to do that when there are no score sheets involved. How ridiculous would it sound if a person really needs you and you say, well, I'm not doing anymore. I already did my half. I don't know what to tell you. That is absolute nonsense, okay? It requires strong commitment and dedication, and certainly courage to go in giving the best you have to give, right? Because it can only work if everybody else involved is willing to do the same. Otherwise, there's going to be imbalance, which creates all types of issues and challenges, which can lead straight to disaster and broken relationships. Now, personally, I don't believe we were meant to self-sacrifice for the sake of maintaining relationships of any kind, romantic or otherwise. Romantic friendships and family dynamics should be rooted in love, and love is always a choice, and it should not hurt you until there's an absence and you miss it, okay? But that's a whole other conversation. Anywho, all adult relationships should have mutual respect, equal give and take, and the understanding that the terms of the relationship can always be renegotiated, because as we grow, evolve, and develop as people, we change. And it's not fair to expect a full-grown adult to sit at the toddler's table where they're no longer fitting comfortably there and cannot be productive in any type of way, okay? Listen to me. If your comfort level in relationships requires others to be uncomfortable, or vice versa, and that applies to all relationships, not just intimate ones. And by the way, if that is the situation, somebody's unhealed and has no business being in any type of intimate relationship, okay? But listen, again, that, my friends, is sure enough a subject for a different day, because it will take way more than 5 minutes to unpack that. So I will leave that right there. We're talking about balance. And again, if your comfort level requires others to be uncomfortable, or vice versa, perhaps that's not the right relationship to be in. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm done. That's my tidbit for the day. Balance out those relationships. And if you can't, take an assessment of it, identify the issues, and move on if necessary, okay? Listen, I hope y'all enjoy this day. I love y'all. Bye.